All right, here we go. Welcome to the show. Thank you for coming to Invite Sent Season 2. We are here with episode 4 of Invite Sent. That's right. If you'd like to be on the show, you can go to bubbagaddert.com and request to be on the show, and maybe you'll get an invite because, the invite may be sent. Thank you guys for being here today. We are live streaming on multiple platforms right now, on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Guild. That is the Ritual Motion platform. You can check that out. Actually, I gotta put my gloves on here real quick and make sure I got my Guild gloves on. But I'm about to jump into a game here, and with somebody extremely awesome that I met quite a few years back. But I'm going to bring in my amazing guest today. Oh, man, I've already forgotten how to say your name. We'll get it. Doug, how are you, sir?
I am good. I mean, the timing on the game starting and us
great.
Starting this it was just too good to be true.
I'm just going to pull us into the game. I'm going to put us on game mode. All right, say your last name for me on stream so I don't mess it up. Konopelko?
Konopelko.
Boom! I said it right for you. I'm amazing. I should have said it earlier. But yes,
you did great.
So we're
so used to at this point.
Now to prove it,
making sure I look at the camera and not my screen when I'm like working all day. That this is going to be interesting.
I forget my button layouts are different on this game compared to Fortnite.
That's all good. I definitely need to
Where is he?
adjust myself. The game is.
Oh, come on, son! Yes! Woo! I just melee that dude in the back of the head. Oh, you're trash, Okay, so since we're here, Doug, tell us about yourself and what do you do?
Okay, I am currently the National Esports Manager for CDW Education, which means that I get to work with schools, K-12 schools, colleges, and universities on building their esports programs. Okay. This is my 15th year in education, so I started out as a high school science teacher. I was a high school assistant principal, a district instructional technology director, all the things. All right, we got the hill. And started at CDW 3 years ago as an education strategist, and have been, working with schools originally in the Southeast, and now all over the U.S., both K-12 and high ed. So it's been really exciting.
That's amazing. I think these guys are trash, by the way. This is great. I like your name, Dig Dug Dad.
Yeah.
You definitely like old arcade systems.
That's the idea.
That's nice. Okay. All right.
So now I know why you're so. Now I know why you're so quiet on my side. Because I always turn down all of my my tabs in my browser.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I'm glad we got jumped right into the game. Usually I take a few minutes, but I'm glad we got it up.
Yeah. So do you normally play this game?
I played a ton of it in 2021. In 2020, I played nothing but Warzone. And 2022, I played nothing but Fortnite.
Okay.
So I like FPS games.
Except for the show, you play whoever's coming on suggests.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I like to try all new games, and I mean I played power washing something with.
I heard about that.
Tracy from Full Sail. Yeah, that was good.
I heard. I was with Jacob from Full Sail yesterday or the day before.
Okay, nice.
He said that you guys were playing Power Washing Simulator, which I think I, like most people, didn't know was a thing.
Yeah. So do you have any idea where we met? I don't even know where we would have met.
On LinkedIn.
Oh, just on LinkedIn?
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure it was talking about esports, talking about education, combination meal.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Get wrecked, son. Ooh.
So I play.
Sorry.
I usually
Little kill.
play. I think I shared this with you. Like I play most of these games like by myself quietly at night. I have 3 kids.
Okay.
Power items
10, 9, and 4. 10, 8, and 4 today. We got a couple more days till the next birthday. But so everyone's asleep. So I'm not on comms. Even when I'm playing with people, I don't see them. I don't hear them really.
Yeah.
So it's super interesting to try to do this, pay attention to the game. They're never talking when I play, and also think about the things that you're saying.
Yeah. No, I'm low. I'm low. No, I'm low. He really. Ooh. Let's go. I got the kill falling off in the water. Sorry, I love this game. Hey, Sari says, Doug from Full Sail, how are you? Hello, Karen, how are you on LinkedIn? Thank you guys for being here. Okay, so we met on LinkedIn, but I think we hung out for the first time at the Game Hers event at Boston PAX, right?
CECC, PAX, one of those.
Definitely hung out at CCC. But the few weeks before that, we were at PAX, I believe. We're hanging out
my
at the
first
Game Hers
PAX.
thing. Same here.
Yeah, it was
Ooh,
incredible. Spectacular.
Yeah, it was Genium. Is that Jenny? From Jenumi on Twitch.
That's
Is
Jen,
that
from my team.
Jen, that's Jen. Yeah.
Jen
hello.
is my usual Halo team member. Her
Okay.
and her boyfriend, and sometimes Josh, who's also on our team. So we do have the distinct pleasure, because of the space that we're in.
Yeah.
And shared passions for things that occasionally, as a team, we'll say like, "Hey, this hour on Wednesday, let's go in and play Halo."
Nice. Love it.
And you need it. You need it sometimes.
100%.
It's the lunch hour.
100%. This is probably one of the things I like about the video game industry is playing video games with coworkers and with people and friends, and I guess running a show that lets me play games and interview people like yourself. Now, let's go back to Little Doug.
Do it.
Let's go back to little Doug. Oh, you eat some Culvers today? I'm jealous.
We did have a little bit of Culver's.
Ooh.
It was delicious.
Is that Maryville? What is that logo on your shirt?
This is Maryland.
Maryland.
University
Okay,
of
I see
Maryland.
that. The Terrapins?
UMD. Go Terrapins.
Terrapins. There we go. That's the word.
I mean, I did not go there though, but we're working with them right now, and Sergio and
Nice.
Vania over there are amazing. And so when they released some of their merch, I was like the first person on the website buying it.
I love it.
So, but I was UVA, so my UVA people would not be thrilled that I'm wearing University of Maryland today. But that's okay.
Yeah, I would never wear OU stuff because I went
There you
to
go.
Oklahoma State. Now, thinking of growing up and going to college, let's go before that. Doug, what was your go-to game when you were a kid growing up?
We were probably like original Nintendo, original Mario. Was probably like the earliest one. We were definitely more Nintendo than Sega. We
Capture the
Nice.
flag.
we were definitely like we didn't have a ton, and we didn't like so it was definitely original Nintendo. And then like when we would go to like an aunt's house or something, they would have like Super Nintendo, and then you could really get into it. But I'd say it, Mario or Mario, depending on
I'm very impressed.
what flavor
with
you
your-
like.
Okay, I gotta get on the right screen here.
Capture their
But
flag.
that's probably the one. That's probably the biggest one. And
Where'd
all
you
the
grow up?
iterations since.
Where'd you grow up?
In New York.
Okay,
on
so
Long
Mario.
Island.
Mario's right. Long Island.
Yeah.
Did you hang out with Paulie at CCC?
Did spend a little time with Paulie. Good, really good guy. He did a phenomenal job there.
Yeah. I think he lives in Long Island right now.
He does. He does, and he brings the hype. That's for sure. Paulie hype.
The hype. Yes,
brings
that's true.
the hype. What about you? What was your game?
Oh, me. Sonic on Sega. growing up for sure.
Okay.
I mean, I played a ton of Nintendo. My next door neighbor. Yeah. I am actually having a ton of fun learning about video game history right now. I have got like 6 or 7 books from the library, a couple books on Audible. And do we have an opponent here? Hold on. Oh, there they are.
Yeah, I'm in their flag zone.
He's he's got overshield right now.
My body's just convulsing on the floor, so I'm not.
Oh,
helping.
dang it! Sorry, that dude at overshield. I cracked. He's right there. They're on the other side, on the flag. But I'm learning all this stuff because I actually am in conversations with some other nerds about doing some history of video games kind of web series, and pretty pumped because
Love it.
yeah, I like doing stuff. We're doing some stuff at you know, I get to partner with Esports U. Ooh,
Love your 42,000 jobs.
oh no, he's dead. There we go.
Incoming.
What? He got me. Sorry. This game does this to me. This game has done. Halo has made me crazy since 2002. But yeah, the at Esports U, the content we're working on is history of college and esports. And
Like
then,
it.
I
What's your
have
favorite
bad
thing
aim.
you've discovered so far?
What I found was interesting was, what I was trying to find in all these books was who had the oldest, who listed the oldest video game. Like who went back the furthest and actually gave some information. And I found it. Oh, I found it at they were the World Video Game Hall of Fame, the Strong Museum in Rochester, New York, I believe.
Taken our flag.
They what they figured out was actually they talked about. Sorry, I gotta kill this dude. It's bugging me. Ah! Pinball machines. They talked about pinball machines
Yep.
and how there's some history there. Oh shoot! That pinball machines had some history, and there was all this like bars and dinginess that just kept living on through then arcades and everything else. I just found I wanted to find the oldest history, and I did through this book called 64 Objects in Video Game History
An enemy flag
by
area.
the World Video Game Hall of Fame. So yeah, that's what I'm excited about most, is just learning most of it. Okay, now,
The enemy flag
did you play video games in college?
A little bit. So that's an understatement. Yes. I was never good at video games, but I enjoy them. But we played original Halo.
Power
So
items now available.
original Halo,
Nice.
007.
Yeah.
It was an N64 time, and then
Okay,
Xbox. Those were the two, original Xbox and N64 were really like the two systems that we had. So if it was a title on one of those, we could have played it. Uh-oh, where'd you go?
I died the flag. Yeah,
As my
Don't
my two little
fail
ones,
me
or
We
again.
have eyes on the enemy flag.
my littlest guy would say, "You're excised right now." Excised.
I'm getting you, bro. There,
Ooh.
get that flag back. Returning flag. Let's go. Oh, don't die.
Are we down 2 flags?
Oh
right
yeah,
now?
yeah. I was playing a lot of defense because I like setting up in that one spot and just
I
trying
know
to play
exactly what you're
defense.
talking about.
Yeah, because
You're that guy.
I'm most of the time on this map. Ooh, oh, boom! Get wrecked. Okay, gosh, I enjoy killing somebody, but when I die at the same time, that kind of sucks. What did you do? So Halo. When did you graduate college?
Oof. 07 would have been
07?
15 years ago ish.
15 years ago. Okay.
Yep. And then I started. I was adjunct faculty at Indian River Community College teaching GED. my neighbor came outside. I had been down in Florida for maybe a week, and my neighbor came outside and she said, "Do you have a bachelor's degree and do you need a job?" At the garbage cans. And I did have a bachelor's degree and I did need a job. So I started teaching GED to adults and folks who dropped out of high school.
At Indian River State College, because before that, were you a golf professional?
I was the assistant golf professional at the Legacy Golf and Tennis Club, Golf and Country Club.
Okay, nice.
That was an interesting time, and then I became a teacher because it was more money and less time commitment than it was like 30% more money than I was making as a assistant golf pro to become a teacher, and 30% less time of working.
So you went college doing adult education, then you went to the Palm Beach County School as a science teacher, high school.
Yep.
So how was that transition from adults to high school kids?
I actually kept the night job, which is what the GED was.
Okay.
For the first year. I got that guy. Come on. Okay, good. What's the point in having this thing if you can't get everybody that walks in front of you? So kept that job. It was great though. I had super amazing students down in Gardens, but it was the total opposite. Like my high school was small, suburban, almost all white kids. And Gardens was big and diverse and amazing, and there's just a lot going on, which I didn't have any experience with before. But it really helped me learn how to teach really fast.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing it well though, that's for sure. Whenever you start out, it's not pretty. Oh, I hear somebody needling.
Yeah. Okay, and then, but that led to being a principal as well?
Yep, so got my master's at Florida Atlantic University, and then
nice.
Actually taught at a different high school for a little while and coached girls golf while I was there.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then that's when I just lost that guy. I don't know where he is. Oh, right behind me.
Nice.
And then after that, I started another school as an assistant principal. And that's
awesome. Educated
another really
man.
Big school, 2,700 students. Super hard to keep up with what was going on.
Yeah.
And then I got the opportunity to be the like instructional tech leader for a school district, which was I always loved tech and ed tech, and so getting to do that instead was awesome.
Okay, I love it.
Yep.
So this is why you're an EDU for esports, because this tech, the digital learning you did at Martin County. Talk about that a little bit.
Yep. So I ran our instructional tech, instructional materials, and media services for the district. So it was a lot of AV, instructional software. I think I just shot you. Sorry.
Oh, is it? Oh, me?
Yep.
And I don't think there's friendly fire on, is there?
No, there isn't. But
okay.
I'd still want to apologize. You know.
Thank you. Flag's gone. Finally, there he's right behind you. Yep. You got him. No, kill him. Yes.
Yeah. So I did that for 5 years. I was the instructional tech coordinator there for 5 years. We started we started the one-to-one program. Didn't get to be there when they finally finished it. But yeah, spent 5 years in that role. Got to still work with kids a lot, which was amazing. One of my favorite things about working in the school district was that when you're at the district level, there's like a million things going on, and it's always your fault.
Wow.
And so you work with adults like most of the day, and then every once in a while, it was great when you could like things had just been going crazy for a while, and you get to that point where you're like, I can't look at another adult and not be like frustrated with the things that are going on. And so because I worked with all the media specialists in the libraries, I could just call one of the media specialists and say like, I want to come read to like kindergartners today. And that was always a really good reset. You know, when the adults were driving you crazy. Go read the book with no pictures to a bunch of first graders or kindergartners at a school. We weren't even close there.
No, I was having fun just getting kills, to be honest. I was like, okay, I can just get kills. That'll be good.
Yeah, let's see what do we got. Oh, I mean, it's one of those ones where the team loses and you feel like you actually did pretty well.
Yeah. I got mine.
Yeah, I'm upset that we lost, but also, did you guys check out the leaderboard?
I don't wonder how many kills I got. But still scoreboard kind of thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Nice, man.
Right,
and
we're going to go into a different mode here. We're going to go land
Let's
grab.
do it. Ooh. I don't know what that one is. What is
Well,
that?
I need it for a couple of the achievements, so we're doing it.
That's good.
Yeah, this is great. I haven't played Halo at work on stream in a while.
Nice. Yeah. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Well, then that brings me to how you got really even further. Let's just go CDW, and I mean, was that 2019? And so 4 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever.
Three years ago, I just got my little "You've been here 3 years"
nice.
plaque.
Oh, there we go. And how did CDW come knocking, or what was that movement from being at the school, or were you part of the great exodus of teachers and educators as well, or what's the story there?
So I actually had gone back and forth for probably the last 2 years that I was at the district, looking around at different roles, because I was in the ed tech space. In that role, I worked with, dozens of different companies all the time. And I'd gone back and forth with the idea of leaving, and then you go through like that job search process, and that gets super tiring and just exhausting. And you do like 10 interviews for somebody, and then you don't get the job, or you do like some interviews and then you find out after investing a lot of time and effort that like the job isn't actually something you're interested in. And so I got kind of burnt out on the process, and it was like 2 days after I said to my wife, like, I'm not looking for jobs anymore, like I'm over this, that actually the account manager that I had at the time from CDW called and said, we've got these jobs available, and I think you'd do really well. And I said, listen, Jess, I just told my wife I'm done looking for jobs. I am not going back in that room and saying that I'm interviewing for a job. So I actually said, like, no, I don't want to do it. And then he called back probably like 2 months later and said, this job's still available. I still think you'd be good for it. You still have to go through the entire process. Like, you're not, this isn't a job offer. This is just letting you know that it exists. And so interviewed really mission-driven people that, even though it's obviously a company and sells things, everything we talked about was education and doing the right thing for students. And it was just one of those, which was really rare when you're talking just to a lot of these companies, at least at that time. And so, got got to talking and really enjoyed the people. Met some of the folks on the team. So took that job, just about 3 years ago. And it looks like you're fighting Noah over there.
I was hitting a dude and he wasn't dying, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, I just did the same thing. I just unloaded two full clips on him.
I thought it was kind of fun. I was like, all right, whatever.
So then that was supporting K-12 districts in the Southeast U.S.
Okay.
And got to meet so many. There's so many incredible educators and leaders out there, and some of them do a really great job of making themselves known on social media and at conferences. But there's like infinitely more amazing people who you wouldn't really know exist. And so that was like my favorite part about the job was meeting and being able to build relationships with these incredible educators everywhere.
Wow. Josh Kell from Esports Integration says hello in the chat. What's up, Josh Kell?
Josh Kell.
Yeah.
I was just on the phone with Josh Kell
No way.
earlier.
Awesome.
Yeah, speaking of
check on
University of Maryland. So we are working with Josh there.
Oh, I'm out of grenades. Right here on A.
Oh, I was just trying to run away and hide, and I could not find a spot. I'm also used to being, because of the show that I do, while it is not as much fun as this, because there's much less video games. But still incredible people.
Your show's great, man.
Hey, I appreciate that. I'm used to also being like in control of the show. Right, so I keep looking down at my stream deck.
Sure.
And there's nothing for me to press because I don't. I'm just here, man.
Got him. Oh, gonna stick you, son. Oh, I got some nice.
Nope.
I got some nice sound effects going every once in a while here on my stream deck. Like Vader, and I got a beep for cussing, obviously. Oh gosh, I'm about to use that one. Oh Lord. There we go.
I have that on my my Go XLR has that.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
With the bleep.
I have I died and I played the Hello Darkness, my old friend.
Oh, I'm gonna
oh no, he's on my back. Ah! Oh, that dude is uninstalling.
I was reloading the entire time I was trying to get that guy that you were going after.
Hey,
I am so awful with this.
Jeffrey
weapon.
Harrison, who used to be, I don't know what you're doing now. Put it in the chat. I know I met you when you were at Compton School District, but now I don't know, I can't remember what you're doing. But hey, Jeff Harrison, and also Billy Myatt, my old friend from high school. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, I do need to get on Warzone. Okay, so CDW, I see now you have a new role here in the past a year. Gosh.
It's 9 months.
Okay, but before that,
full gestation.
Okay. Education strategist wise, what was the change? What did they see, or what did you see in trying to move vertical or whatever it may be to go to the esports out of education? Or
yeah,
maybe
so
I
I loved the people that we got to work with in the education strategy role. Like I said, all really mission driven and got it. But I missed in the previous roles when I was in the school district. I had a team for years, and even though it wasn't a big team, it was a team. And I really missed having a team and like having a program that was mine, and where like whether it was successful or not successful, kind of that was on you. And I did or on the team. And I wanted to have a team again and programs and things that I could sort of sit back and look at and be like, all right, you know, we created this or helped build this. And get to set direction for something. And since esports was relatively new, still in the education space, it was a great opportunity. So this role was new. They had just started taking the previous roles and starting to specialize them and built a manager role. So we won.
Oh, I thought we were losing.
I thought so too. I was sweating.
I wasn't paying attention at all.
Yeah. So man, I am really struggling to keep a sentence moving though. While we're in the thick of it. So
this is how it works.
Yeah. So I got to the point, and over the last few years, even in the education strategy role, working more and more with schools that were starting esports programs, and got to see some of the power of that. And we'd go in and talk to these schools, and the students would talk about their experiences and how they had been really unhappy at school and in life and with friends or whatever it was. And then they started to have an esports program, and it really had a huge impact on their lives. And it was like a really common refrain, right? You just hear it over and over again. It was like when we were out really common. And when the opportunity came up to lead that work for us, after hearing the impact it was having on the students, I had to throw my hat in the ring. So it's been great. I have the best team. We are small but mighty. You've met my team at PAX and CECC. But great team. We have incredible support. And we're really lucky in that we get to stay really mission driven and stay focused on the impact that this is having on students and schools. And we don't really need to get into the nitty gritty of the numbers, which is, I think the thing is, like an educator, you probably fear when you're leaving the classroom, or when you're leaving the district, as you're thinking like, okay, well, I know what I don't want to do.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's crazy. I
lit him
must
up.
be a little bit of a desync because I hit that guy multiple times.
Sure. Well, I shot him earlier too. I didn't want to. I was shooting, but you did amazing.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying I had the sniper rifle, and on my screen, I hit him dead on 2 times as I was running over.
Oh, nice.
Nothing.
Okay.
Up top, right next to you. Save me. Avenge me.
Oh, I shot him in the head.
I do appreciate that.
I love this.
But
map,
yeah,
by the
so
way.
that was that's me in this role, and
A successful skirmish.
got him from the grave. Yeah, we're constantly making new partnerships and working with amazing organizations. So, we talked about the Gamers a little bit already. We love the Gamers, love working with the Gamers. Well, I knew that guy was just trying to do that. He got me too.
Not me, son. Sorry. I don't know how I came back from the grave over there.
Are we losing? I don't even know which game we're playing right now. Land grab. Okay.
The one you. What is
We are losing. Oh no, it's tied.
They tip the scale.
I always run to get the battle rifle, but I'm not actually good at it.
Same. Like this.
I grab it and I get excited that I have it, and then realize that this might be the weapon I'm worst with in the game.
Well, yeah, and you think
Except for the Ravager.
It's the one that's supposed to do the most damage easily, but I can't hit shot.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Overshield available.
Now, National Esports Manager. What is it? You talked about your team, and I'm coming. Oh, nice though. What?
Yeah.
What do you...
So.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Say we won this round.
Question away. You must be in
I
the
thought
thick
I
of it.
had the overshield, and I was hitting. Jeez Louise. It's still there. Overshield's still there. Oh, I gotta get it. Oh, somebody got it. Okay.
Oh, I just did it again. I picked up the battle rifle. Leave this on the floor here. Yeah, so national. You said national esports manager, and then I cut you off.
Ooh, let's go, grenade, baby. Oh no, I'm in the wrong gun. Let's go. Oh, Marcus Esports Howard says Doug E. Fresh.
Marcus!
But only just.
Whoop, whoop. We had a great conversation yesterday.
That's what he's
He-
going for.
He's like a good percentage of the information I get industry-wise and like trends. You just got to follow Marcus. He'll sum it all up for you. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about sponsorships and partnerships because he had posted about that maybe a week ago.
He
So we
knows
talked
his,
a little
he
bit
knows his
about
stuff. Marcus knows
yeah
his
about
stuff.
the level of sponsorships and partnerships that people ask for in the esports space is very high. And so my part of our conversation was just around like, oh, that guy did it again to me. He knocked me off. Was that I think sometimes people are just making up numbers, and I'll probably like eat those words at some point in my life. But you know, somebody will say, "Hey, this sponsorship is, you know, $200,000."
Yeah.
And you'll be like, what does that mean, or what does that equate to? How do we make this make sense? Like, because what's $100,000 one? Is it worth half? Like, what's the actual value? And a lot of people are still using like social media metrics as the main value of partnership, and that is oh my gosh, almost had a triple kill.
Oh, dang,
and we lost.
Overshield. Done.
It was my fault too.
No.
So we were just talking a little bit about that, but he's awesome.
Yeah. I had him on the first episode of season 2. We went into the metaverse in the Central Land and tried to explain all this stuff he's smart about. And I got some of it. I'm loving the metaverse, but his knowledge, Marcus, you're listening still. Your knowledge, understanding, and your ability to push the envelope. I don't know if that's the right term about the industry. It's great.
We're going Fiesta, and yes, we appreciate you.
Yes, is that the one where it switches weapons?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that. Now, do you have to? Every time you kill, do you get a new weapon, or is it just
No, you spawn with 2 random weapons each time.
each time? Okay. All right. What's the one where you like level up with the guns? What is that like? You start with a knife, you start with a pistol, then an AR, then you end with a knife or something.
I don't think that one exists in current Halo, but I just played it in Splitgate, which Jen told me I had to play, and I always listen.
Did
So
you enjoy
I
it?
tried Split. It was good.
Have you played Portal before?
They've got some stuff to work out.
Oh yeah.
I feel like there's still some things like the sound doesn't really quite like. I just feel like, and this is as someone who plays actually very few games, even though it sounds like I play a lot.
Sure.
I feel like when we play like Halo, like the sound is like perfect. Like with what's going on the screen and what you hear is like identical. And like perfectly in sync. And I feel like as I was playing Splitgate, there was like times where either I don't understand the mechanics and physics of it at all, which is totally possible, or they've just still got a little work to do. And I also like the quality of the graphics in Halo is pretty high. I do enjoy that.
Oh, I got a battle rifle and I want to use it, but nobody's far away. Dang it. Oh shoot, dude's in the tunnel behind us. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so
Got the assist. I'll take the assist. I'll be assist guy this time.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Number of times I start with the plasma pistol in Fiesta is way too high.
This is... Golly, he needled me. Yeah, Jen says they need to fix their sound mapping. Did you ever play Portal though? That was my one thought. No?
So I went through a really long, I mean, at least 10 years pretty much, where I didn't play much as our kids were really young, and I was working way too much. Finally got a rocket launcher and then immediately exploded.
Oh my gosh, they're all over here.
So my favorite term, since Jen's listening anyway, I can call her out.
Okay.
So the very few times I've played with audio, it is an absolute blast to play with Jen. Because she comes up with like terms for things that happen in the game that are most likely not real terms for the game. So whenever you go into an area like we just were, where there's a million things all over the place, and you try to figure out which one you're going to pick up and then get killed, she'll always say that she got killed grocery shopping, which I really appreciate.
I don't even know what this gun is. Oh my, it's a rocket. It's a heat-seeking.
Ooh, rocket launched. That's the Hydra.
I just got exploded.
Same for me. Same guy moments earlier.
Hey, we're only down 3. Oh, I got a sniper now. I'm gonna chill. Wow! Ooh, I got a hit. Oh, one shot and reload.
They all have swords right now too. This is not going to be great.
Woo!
Yeah. So that Jen's term for that was getting caught grocery shopping, and it happens a lot in this game.
I want to kill somebody with a sniper so bad. Oh, he was point blank and I sniped him. Come on.
I actually thought I was doing terrible, and I don't want to, have to be that guy.
Oh, I got a sniper.
But then I did see your score so far this game.
What have I even scored yet? Have I even scored?
Yeah, you got one. You got one. It was a good one, I'm sure. Like, you and I are way at the bottom of this game.
I'm not checking the score right now.
So what job does this count as right now? What job are we doing for you?
This is Bubba.
This is Bubba. Okay.
Yeah, this is just me playing video games and getting to know people. I spent a lot of time talking to people over the past few years. Now I just wanted to double kill, baby. Now I just well, here's what happened. I have me, Bubba, my brand, and I watched a few years ago Jack Black. That is me. By the way,
I told you. Listen, no friendly fire on this one. You're okay.
Yeah.
Coming around this corner.
Get him. So Jack Black he had a thing called Jablinski Games, where he would play video games with people. The idea was to play video games with people and talk to them, like fantasy. And the first one he did was with Karen Gillian from Guardians of the Galaxy. Gosh, what else is she in? Redheaded girl from. Oh, this is hard. Ooh, I got that kill. Oh, what is the movie she's in? Jumanji. Jumanji. It's a redheaded girl in Jumanji, and she plays the blue lady in Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy. And so he was interviewing her because he was on, Jack Black was on Jumanji, and so was she. Oh, I had a sword in my back pocket. I didn't even know I should have used it. God bless America. And so he did an episode or two where he was playing Crash Bandicoot and talking to her. And I thought, oh, that's a really cool way to interview people. And I work in games. Maybe I should. And I also watched.
Hot ones?
Hot ones. Yeah. Thank you.
That's what my wife said right before I came on. I said, this is what I'm doing. And she said, so Hot Ones, it's video games. I said, I didn't even know that you knew what Hot Ones was. So I feel
Yeah.
pretty good.
Like this. Oh gosh.
That was me.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Good
a guy
Red.
behind
Get
you,
that
but I
sword.
got
Get
him.
that sword.
Missed it. It's still there.
Oh, is
I'm
it?
using it as bait.
Get there. Go.
Oh. I was trying
Oh.
to use it as bait, but I accidentally got it.
Oh, I got the zip thing. No, I got exploded in my face. So that's where, that's where the show came up. Was I wanted to do it, and I wanted to build a brand, and I also use it because I run the Varsity Sport Foundation, and I get the message out about and Ali, what we do. So the idea was, no. This is I like this mode because there's a lot of thinking to do right as soon as you. Oh, I got a sword.
We are getting progressively worse. It's probably good that we lost right there.
Ugh.
That was getting worse as time went on.
And this show wise, I have had conversations about doing it outside my own production and being on some syndication. And so I just want to keep doing it and see what happens. See what happens. But because I run the foundation and I get to consult and and I'm writing curriculum now for HSCL and just get to do fun stuff, and I get to hang out with like you and learn about CDW, right? Which I want to talk about. What does the future look like for you, CDW, or you, or esports? I guess we'll have a more in-depth conversation here in a second about esports in general. CDW and you, what does it look like?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I'll take it from the me side of it, not because I'm terribly self-centered, but because working at I mean, there are a lot of things that are, when you're working at like a large company, there's just a lot of moving pieces, and you don't always have insight into everything that's going on, but there's always like a lot of really good plans, and it's a matter of seeing like where do the stars align and where do those end up. So for me, and maybe a little bit like if we cram down to or prune it back to like CDW education, our goals are really again around like what kind of outcomes are we having, what kind of impact are we driving, how are we making students, teachers, administrators lives easier, so that they can focus on the teaching and learning, and I think that we're continuing on that path. Esports is one small piece of that puzzle, and so for education overall, I think continuing to just try to move the needle, for having a great impact for students and teachers and all those folks, and schools and districts and colleges and universities and all the things.
What is this
So-
mode, by the way? Sorry.
What do you say?
What is this mode? What is happening?
This is Tactical Slayer with Stalker rifles,
Oh my lord.
which is definitely one of my least favorite. And that the only problem is like with a lot of these modes in the game, like you can choose the mode, but you don't get to choose like the exact one you end up playing. And
Okay.
this is my least favorite flavor of Tactical Slayer.
Vaccine. Ooh.
But yeah, so for me, continue doing this work. Love the impact that we're getting to have. Every time we go and speak somewhere or set up a program, I a student, a teacher, a
Darkness, my old friend.
parent like gets up and talks about the impact that this is having on their
Mhm.
life and on their school, and I can't imagine doing anything different right now. So definitely keep this going. Hoping to build the team. The impact we're having is great. Esports is definitely a I don't want to just say in person, but heavily event based. So there's a lot of that participation and being in person at events, being in person in schools that really helps amplify that impact. So we're a small team right now, but we'll hopefully be continuing to grow. That's our plan. I think the type of work that you and I have talked about before, like that building community, is a really important part of what we do, and it's something that hasn't historically been a big part of these types of roles, right? These types of roles have been like subject matter experts. It's great and needed. But in education, so much of what happens in education is because of community and support and things like that. So, the more I can impact that being built here,
Yeah.
The better off we are, for sure. So that's it. I've got no big master plan outside of that. And it feels good. It feels good to be in a place where you can kind of say, I'm doing what I want to do, and it's wonderful, and I'm not looking to see what else is out there or what's available. You're in it. And I mean, CDW has also been just an incredible company to work for. So
Yeah.
That doesn't hurt.
And and Jen's on your team. Who else is on your team?
Jen is on the team, and then Josh. Josh is like our he's our veteran and our expert. So he's been on the team for almost 3 years. And he's worked with hundreds of schools on starting their programs, both K-12 and high ed. And he does an awesome job. And I think the whole team is kind of in that place of like really enjoying the impact that we get to make. And like there's not a lot of jobs where sometimes you don't really get to see what are we doing it for. And this feels much different, so it's great.
Oh gosh, I was trying to hide. He must have saw my thing.
Traded punches. Yeah, so that's what's next, or not next, I guess. Right now, it's building and continuing to build, and people be successful. That guy, how'd he get away?
Finally.
Coming around to help.
I put 5 bullets in him. Whatever these are.
Laser light.
Laser.
This is really fancy laser tag. So, stakes are a little bit higher.
Woo. So I have changed my button layout to thumb is my aim down sight instead of right trigger, because I melee so much this game. I wanted to use my right thumb, or my middle finger, I should say. So now
I did not follow.
I have my aim down sight is my thumb button rather than my right, or my middle finger on my mouse.
Got it.
Yeah, so holding this, remembering to do this, plus playing different games in different game modes. It's different games. I'm lost. This is like, it's almost like a tactical game. This right here.
It is. It is Tactical Slayer.
I feel like they're hiding.
They are. There's one just in the little the vents.
Oh, I see him. Yeah. Oh, right there, dude.
No! What?
They're hiding, and I'm just sprinting out into wide open areas.
I shot him in the back 4 times, and he turned around and meleeed me, and I died. Ooh, headshot! 1 shot. Thank you, finally. Now I feel like a hero. Oh, get wrecked.
Ooh, guy's gun fell in front of me, and I thought it was him, and I
Ooh, headshot.
tried to
again.
melee it.
Yeah. Ooh, 3 headshots in a row. Let's go. Saving bullets.
Are you still heavily Fortniting these days?
Heck yeah, man. I like almost too much. Ooh, golly, this is not bad. Oh, you gotta aim for the head. You really gotta aim for the head. This is like Valorant right now. This is what this is. I feel like I'm playing Valorant around the.
So when I started playing this, or started in this role,
Yeah.
I downloaded like every title that we talk about in schools, so that I wouldn't feel
Really?
like I had no idea.
Okay.
And then most of them I played once and was like, okay, I know now that this isn't my game.
Sorry.
So it's right now it's this and really Rocket
Sure.
League.
Hey, we're winning though. A dude jumped in the air and I headshot him while he would come down. I felt it like the biggest hero.
I was about to say I'm on a bit of a run, but it's actually only 2.
Another headshot. I feel amazing. I feel amazing. This is my game right here. No, I'm reloading. Why am I doing that?
You need more laser light. You didn't have enough laser light.
Another one down.
Oh,
I need to learn these callouts where these places are. Oh, ooh.
oh. I thought I was really picking it up and doing well, and I'm at the bottom right next to you.
Hey! Oh! Golly, the up close stuff is so hard. All right, man. Ooh, destroyed the kids.
We want. I mean, they probably were children. If we're being honest. It's the summer. So Jen and I played Splitgate
Yeah.
a couple days ago.
Okay.
And had voice chat on. I guess it couldn't hear us, but we could hear him talking in the game.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it was most definitely a child. Like, I mean, it was one of those moments where you want to be like, I hope this parent is taking advantage of this teachable moment to talk about, positive social behaviors in gaming. And then I thought, you know what? Getting ahead of myself a little bit here.
Well, I mean, this is what we do every day. We talk about Esports. All right, Doug, this has been amazing. This has been so much fun. I love having a partner on Halo because especially just playing games alone. I mean, you're a nighttime guy. Maybe we just need a nighttime play together.
Yeah, I play. Everyone's in bed around 8:30 in this house, and that's when I
What
start.
time zone again? Are you on the East Coast?
Eastern.
Okay, yeah. All right. We'll run some. What other games have you been playing?
Halo and Rocket League are really the only 2, and then just Splitgate because I do what I'm asked, do what I'm told, and Jen said I'd check it out. I'm trying to be good.
But I love that it's Portal and Halo combined. I really enjoyed the crap out of it. Last
Yeah,
year.
it's fun. We'll have to play it in a couple weeks here. We'll get the whole team
Yeah,
on.
So Jen and Josh and you and me, we can do. Is there quads in that game? 4 people? Matt?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Do it. Well, you have the floor. I'm gonna give you the full screen. You get to talk about where people find your socials, CDW, anything. It is all you. Ready?
I'm just gonna sit here and just nod into the screen for a while and pretend that I can't hear it. No, so well, first of all, Bubba, I appreciate it. This was a blast. No pun intended, I guess, since we were playing an FPS. But yeah, so if anybody wants to catch up with me, at D Konopelko. I'm sure Bubba will put that somewhere. I mean, you're probably watching this on LinkedIn or one of the other platforms I didn't even know that Bubba shared. But come connect with me. We can talk about education all day long. I have a show called Focus on EDU, EdTech and the Education Experience. Mostly, I keep up with that on YouTube. It is at youtube.com/focus on K12, only because that's what the show was called before. And I'm afraid to change the link because there's a lot of links to it out there. That's it. So, Bubba, thank you for having me. CDW, thank you for letting me do this work and supporting us as we try to help schools navigate the sometimes tricky world of esports and education. And this is it. We're living the dream.
Love it. And yes, I put the YouTube/focus on K12 in the chat. Please go check that out. It is a very, very good show. Lots of awesome guests on the show. A lot of people we know. And I love that you got to talk to Tom Doris.
Yep, Tom Dorr, British Esports, Chris
yeah.
Turner, Chris Aviles, Lila Bowman, all esports related conversations, incredible humans. Can't wait to continue. Got a couple more coming up. Actually, a coach, an Overwatch coach from a collegiate team who really schooled me on, like, I knew nothing about Overwatch other than watching a match or two. And she really dug in and I mean, I learned a ton. My notes page from like the planning call was long. So learned a lot from a lot of amazing people, not just in esports but across education. So I've had superintendents, IT directors, all the things on there. Really exciting.
Doug, it was fun hanging out. I definitely we're going to be playing more now that we've run into each other and get some reps in. We'll definitely get going in a couple weeks here for the school year. In Jen and Josh and talk more about CDW, have a little fun, get crazy, and maybe she'll go grocery shopping.
There you go, grocery shopping. That's the tip.
Well, I feel free. I'm gonna do the back room. It'll shut down here in a minute, but I am appreciating you so much for coming here. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm gonna wrap up the show, so when I pull you off here, you're free to go, and I will catch up with you, Doug.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
All right. See you, man. Thank you once again, everyone, for coming to Invites Sent today, episode 4 of season 2 with Doug Konopelko. Nope. Konopelko. Nope. It's close. And from CDW, thank you so much, Doug, for coming and playing Halo and teaching me some really cool new games. I really gonna have to play now. And yeah. And hey, check out our next episode next Wednesday. We're going to be on with Chris from Columbus Got Game out in Georgia. We're going to be playing, I believe, some Fortnite. Yeah, we're going to play some Fortnite. But I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you so much. Stay amazing. Have a